Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is that time of the day that I hope you will join me. Maybe you're probably watching this. Most people watch this on the replay, so I'm going to get right to it. I know how that is. And by the way, I am taking these and creating a playlist on a brand new YouTube channel, more of a personal branded channel than anything. I'll be dropping some other a lot of other videos and just tips and productivity hacks and stuff like that, leadership lessons on that channel as well. So maybe I'll put that in the link if anybody wants to subscribe. But the first thing I am focusing on are these questions, creating a whole playlist. Whoops. All right, see what we got. Today's question is it more important to do what you love or to love what you are doing? Is it more important to do what you love or to love what you are doing? It's very philosophical. All right, give me a second. Is it more important to do what you love or love what you are doing? I'm going to go with the second one. I'm going to go with it's more important to love what you are doing. Let me explain why I'm choosing that one. Because I think the way that is worded, it forces you to be present. It forces you to be present. And that's something I've had to work very hard on. Many of us have, is being present. I don't love everything I do, So it's called adulting. It's called being a business owner. Some things just have to be done. You suck it up and you got to figure it out. Life can be tough. So it's not that everything I do is something I love. However, while I'm doing it, I need to fall in love with the process. Maybe divorce the results, fall in love with the process. But for me, the overarching lesson on that is being present where you are, playing full on, all in whatever it is you are doing in that exact moment. It was years ago that, there was creating some friction and some stress and relationships and stuff, namely at home, and the kids were very young, and I had to cut it out. I was working till 2 a.m, letting my ambition and career and all that kind of get in the way of, making sure that Carissa felt loved and appreciated and supported at home. And so I did a simple thing, and I committed to being more present at home. And one of the triggers that I did was I stopped bringing my laptop home. Till this very day, I rarely will bring my laptop home. And of course, now we got the kids running around, dogs barking and doing all the things. It's just a matter of wherever I am, being present there. Being present there. So is it more important to do what you love or love what you are doing? I'm taking the latter on that because to me, my interpretation is the being present, appreciating and enjoying the moment, making sure whatever it is I'm doing, I'm experiencing life and it to its fullest, whether I absolutely fall in love with it or not, TBD. And yet, to me, it's a sign of playing all in, being present, not just doing it the best that you can do it, but doing it the best that can be done and not letting any other distractions or things get in the way. So that's the approach I'm taking on this one. It's a really deep question. I would love to know your perspective here. Is it more important to do what you love or to love what you are doing? Can't always necessarily control what comes our way or the first thought that enters our mind, but I can control the second thing that happens, which is my response, my attitude, the decisions I make, therefore, moving forward, that I can control. So it's just making the most out of whatever we are doing or whatever is facing us in that moment and appreciating it for what it is. Because even when it's a challenge, it's not until later, oftentimes, can we look back, connect the dots, and say, oh, I understand that now. I can connect the dots now. Life didn't happen to me back then. Life happened for me because I can see now the gift. I can see now the lesson or principle that taught me. And that's largely why I wrote my very first book, Cannonball, 12 Success Principles Children Can Teach Us About Life and Business. is really looking back and extracting lessons and principles that can be applied to business in life from my own interactions with my children, and even including some difficult times that I have personally gone through or I've had to navigate with our kids. So that's my answer. I'm sticking to it. A little bit of a ramble, but I've said this umpteen times this week. I'm a verbal processor. So I just got to get the words out, and that's where my brain fires and like, there it is finally. After 5 minutes of ramble, it finally helped me spit out what I'm thinking and trying to say. So I know some of you can feel me on that. Okay, I got to run. I got a meeting here in 4 minutes. Hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend. Let me know your thoughts and answers to this question. I'd love to hear it.